But once we have the channel up and running, and we have active shows that we're looking at, watching weekly, and talking about on the podcast, then I think
we'll figure it out. And
we'll have a more
structured
episode not list of episodes, but we'll have a more structured set of episodes coming out in the future.
That makes sense to me.
But right now it's still wacky, crazy, unorganized. Maybe it's an interesting thing to listen to. Maybe it's the most boring shit in the world. I don't know. Because we've only listened back to the first 2 episodes. I haven't even listened back into the third or fourth, which I'll do soon because we're planning on releasing the first episode of the podcast a week, just less than a week from this episode being recorded. Because today's a Saturday.
Yeah.
And we want it to be out on a Friday. And well, at least I'm going to be busy next weekend. You're not going to, unless you have plans already.
No, I don't think I do. I'm kind of lame, so.
Man, is it just me or our voices look really low?
Yeah, they seem low, but I don't know. Maybe it's because I'm not close enough to the mic. What are my decibels at?
Your decibels are at... mine are at 48. I put yours at 45 because I thought you liked that.
Yeah, I did, but if you can't hear me... No, yeah, it's fine.
I'm gonna throw yours back down again.
All right,
it should be fine. It should be fine.
But, yeah, that's a pattern. Okay, that's what we've done before.
So hopefully, maybe the intro, maybe that was the intro. Maybe we have to make an intro. Maybe you guys have already been listening to us ramble on for a minute and a half. I don't know. But welcome back to the Just One More podcast. I'm your host, Adam, and then we also have
your boy, Aaron.
And yeah, we kind of have a small structure that we want to follow by today in today's episode. I went out drinking last night and last weekend.
Correct.
So I've got some interesting.
Yeah, you've been on a rampage, is what you've been on.
No, okay, I'll be honest. You invited me over to go drinking at your place. We'll play some drinking games.
Yeah,
so there's nothing wrong with that. I was just casually drinking with you and getting completely shit-faced.
Yeah, I know, but like the mixtures you had, like all I had was apple juice, and you had like Monster. What was the other one?
I started off with I had Disaronno.
Disaronno, that's what
and
it was.
I mixed it with my favorite Monster, which was Pipeline Punch.
Jesus.
It didn't taste good. I should have just chilled with the... No, it didn't.
I could tell. You're mixing like I don't know. I don't mix my apple juice. I just drink it like that. But the way the color that came out of your drink was like a brown. You're trying to mix a brown color with like a pink color, and it just made like a poo.
It was Monster's one of those drinks that the can obviously looks good on the outside, but the drink itself doesn't look pink. It was more of a like orangish.
True. The mixture that came out did not look good at all.
And because I only had one can of Monster, and I had a considerable amount of Disaronno left.
Yes.
The ratio to alcohol and Monster was not good, so it was really strong, and we were taking pretty big drinks every time something happened, because we started off playing... Actually, we just played Mario Party. That was it. And
yeah, that's correct.
We were doing one sip or drink, I guess we'll just call it. So we'd have one drink if you rolled the highest on your die.
Correct.
Then we'd roll... sorry, not roll. We would drink if you...
rolled the
lowest.
On your die.
Lowest for the round.
Yes.
So if you the highest, then you drank. Lowest for the round, you drink. Then you'd play the mini game, and if you lost, you drank
3 times. So the way it would happen...
No, one less... so if you got first place, you would always drink one less than what place you got in.
Yeah, so
first place didn't drink...
3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't think I ever got last. I might have gotten second or third, I think, is all I've got. And I got first, I think, once or twice.
Same.
But I drank the most. And, of course, I have sips of hard alcohol. You guys are drinking beers. Actually...
I was drinking apple juice.
Whatever. Get the hell out of here with your apple juice, bro.
I was drinking apple juice.
Oh, of course.
Yeah, I don't know what you want me to say.
I guess I was too drunk to realize you were drinking apple juice,
bro.
Like,
jeez.
Kevin
was drinking I think he was drinking Jack and Coke.
Yeah, he was doing Jack and Coke.
Yeah.
Which looked fine. He did have some hard stuff. He wasn't always mixing it.
Yeah, he was.
No, I thought there were a few times where he was drinking it straight up. Because he had it in a really
true,
small.
true,
He
true.
had it in a small glass, so
Yeah, he would. So he was probably like drinking the most.
I feel like he was skipping on drinks. I'm not sure.
No, trust me, I saw him. He was committed to drinking.
He just
He
didn't
really
seem
was.
shit faced like me.
Because he can handle his alcohol, unlike you.
All right.
I mean, we have so much evidence. I also think it's funny because you called me. I don't know. You thought I was the one who drank a lot, but in reality, it's like, I don't know. Over these past 2 weeks, I think you're the drunk Adam.
What's wrong with going out and doing weekend drinking?
I never said
There's
it.
nothing wrong with it.
No, I didn't
But
say that.
you're
I'm just
calling me a
saying.
drunk.
Oh, I'm definitely calling you the drunk. I'm not the drunk. It's definitely you.
I drink alcohol socially. What's wrong with that?
No. You're not understanding.
I know you're just saying.
Relative.
Yeah, because
You're
I
the
drink
drunk.
more than you. That
Makes-
labels you the drunk out of the two of us.
Correct.
It's so stupid.
Well, too bad you're the drunk.
So I got really messed up last weekend because I just kept drinking, and
Jesus
What-
Christ.
what put the nail in the coffin and
Yeah.
completely determined my fate was the fact that I was running out of the Disrono, and I told myself, okay, we finished the game of Mario Party. I want to play another one,
Correct.
but I don't have much left to drink.
Yep.
So I was like, I'm going to go downstairs and buy something at a store. Aaron, Kevin, you guys want anything? Nah, we're good. We got stuff up
Because
here.
I still had some LaCroix in the fridge, so I was good.
So I went, and I was thinking of getting something, a tall boy of some sort.
Yeah.
So maybe a seltzer water, like a White Claw.
Yeah.
Seemed pretty reasonable. But, I was already intoxicated a little bit, so I went to the fridge, and I saw a Four Locos, and I grabbed the Four Locos and walked out the door, dude.
That was such a bad decision on your part.
Oh, Four Locos are always the worst decision that could come out of my brain.
Oh, absolutely.
And
And you even knew it, too, because you're like, yeah, last time I drank this, like, I got real messed up.
yeah, the last time, I had them once, and
Yeah.
then I absolutely hated it. I said I was never going to do it again. Then as a joke for Christmas,
Oh,
I
as
got-
a joke.
yeah, because none of my friends, we all agreed that we're never going to have Four Locos again. It really fucked us up. And I thought it would be funny because we all saw that they had the blue raspberry flavor, and we're like,
Right.
oh, that actually looks kind of good. We want to try it. I never tried it. They had never tried it. So for Christmas, as a mini gag gift, I got everyone one. And only 3 of us actually ended up drinking them.
Right.
And then one of the extras got given to someone else.
Gotcha.
And when I did that, I got hella hungover because I didn't puke the night of, and it was a very unfun night. I felt disgusting. So I said, okay, this is it. Never going to do it again. What do? I go and buy one, and I crack it open, and I send a Snapchat to a few people, and my friend was kind of upset at me. He said to me, bro, you said never again. Like, what the heck?
The fact that he thought that you were serious about that is very funny.
No,
just because
'cause we were being serious.
Oh, sure you were. Yeah, just like, never drinking again.
I got
Come on.
super hungover, though, dude.
The amount of times everyone said, you know what? Never again. Like a week later. The fact that you went like a month later, it's like, okay, it's pretty impressive. But like,
Well, it wasn't a month because we went to opening night cams and whatever.
wait,
oh,
did you
but
have a hard loco? Or a Four Loco?
oh, it was a. Oh, you're talking about the
Yeah,
fact that
Four
it only
Loko.
took me a month for
Yeah,
another Four
yeah,
Locos.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But
yeah, no.
I don't
and-
know. It was a bad idea. I did throw up at your place though.
Yeah, because, the funny thing is, so we finished the night, and I could tell this man was completely wasted. And so my roommate he wanted to go to bed because it was like 2 a.m. at this point. And he was like, yeah, I'm going to bed. Good night, fellas. And we were like, all right, good night. Adam was still up in Adams, and he wanted to play a bit of Smash. So I was like, all right, let's set it up. We started playing. And actually, no, sorry. My roommate was still awake at the time, and he was noticing how drunk Adam was. So we started playing, and we decided Adam wanted to instill a rule where loser had to drink. And so
Loser. Oh yeah, I
Loser
definitely
after.
said that.
And so we started playing, and I won the second one.
I don't remember who won what. Okay.
Point is, I won one at some point. And then Adam was like, okay, I got to go drink. So he had decided to, like, there was a quarter left of his Monster, and, like, literally a quarter of his Disaronno, poured it into 1 cup, and mixed it up. So this thing was hard alcohol,
Yeah, it
basically.
was not a lot
And so
of Monster.
and so Adam said, well, I got to go drink. So he goes to the fridge, grabs it, and then he was about to drink it. Me and Kevin looked at each other, and we were like, oh, dear God. And this is not going to happen. So Adam looks away, and because he's completely sloshed, his reactions were way too slow. So Kevin was able to pick it up, and then by the time Adam turned around, he was like, no, no, don't.
That's my drink, bro. What are you doing? In the middle of me saying, bro, what are you doing? Give me my drink. Where's my drink at? I just see him just blank face, no expression, pouring it out, and then just cleaning out the cup in the sink.
Yeah.
And I was in the moment, fuck you, dude.
You
I
were
was so mad.
So angry. And we looked at each other, or while you weren't looking, I looked at it, and I'm like, good call. Because the second you would have drank that, like, you literally would have been on cloud 9. And that would have been insane. But point is, we eventually started tricking you. I don't know if you remember this, but we started playing Smash. And so what we did was every time I lost, the winner would have to drink water. And every time you
were just trying to get me to drink water.
Yeah, basically, after every match, we got him to drink a glass of water because we were like, this guy's so messed up right now.
But I just want to say, I was fine to walk home, okay?
All right, so, no, you weren't. And the evidence, we have evidence, and we will insert it.
We'll insert
now.
it to the clip.
Yeah,
we could even just watch it. We could just rewatch it right now, and you guys can enjoy this entertainment with us. Let me see if I can find it on my phone. Yeah, here it is.
All right, 3, 2, 1, play. Play.
That's whatever.
Play.
You'll get a delayed reaction maybe, but oh jeez.
Oh my God. Just look at him, like.
No. See, what I remember is I remember getting up, and we decided, okay, we're done with Smash because we made a bet on the last game that if I won, I get to go home, and if he won, I'd stay the night.
Correct.
And we both played random, and of course I got Bayonetta. I hate Bayonetta. I don't know how to play her.
I got Wii Fit
And
Trainer.
he got Wii Fit Trainer. He kicked my ass because I SD'd, I think, all 3 times.
No, I killed you.
No, I SD'd. I couldn't recover because I was wasting my jump, and our recovery's not good. So
Sure.
what I remember is that game getting over with, me going over, putting my jacket on and being fine, having my backpack on my back, and then him being like, bro.
God, look at him.
And as soon as I was about to leave, I was like, oh, I got to throw up. But then he sent me this video.
You can't put your jacket on right. Stop. You're sleeping over. I'm going to pin you down, and you're not going to go anywhere.
Aaron, no, please, I need to go home.
No, you don't. Not drunk, dude. I'm not going to be a bad friend and just be like, all right, go home. Like, I don't care. Just sleep over, spend the night, and it'll be fine, dude.
If I puke over, it's gonna be gross.
That's fine. I put a trash can right next to where you're sleeping.
I could throw up randomly in the street and it'd be no one's problem.
There's a trash can next to you. You'll be fine.
Where's the trash can?
It's next to where you're sleeping.
No, I can't find it. This is impossible, bro. I don't see no.
And I was dumbfounded because I don't remember that. I mean, all you see is me just trying to put my jacket on, and Aaron sitting there saying, "Yo, dude, can you like calm down or whatever? You're fine, bro. Like, are you? Did you say anything about my jacket, or you just kept saying?"
No, I literally just said, Adam, you're not going. No. So what happened was, you kept saying, dude, I'm fine. I can go home. And I'm like, Adam, no, you're not. Like, and the reason I kept saying that was because you couldn't put your jacket on. And so,
you were laughing at me.
And I was laughing at
which
you.
is totally warranted. I would have done the
Yeah.
same thing.
And so you kept trying to put it on and do like, no, dude, I'm fine. I can go home, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, Adam, if you try to leave, I'm going to pin you down and hold you hostage here because you're clearly not capable of putting on a jacket. I don't think you can walk home.
I don't know how I didn't figure out that my arm was in the wrong hole.
That was the funniest thing ever. Like, I could not. I tried. I held it in. I definitely would have laughed a lot more, but then I feel like if I would have laughed more, you would have realized, okay, something's up.
Well, I don't even remember that happening. So I practically, other than throwing up, I did some other weird stuff, said some gibberish, and I spent the night at Aaron's place again.
Yeah.
And
And you spat on my pillow.
I'm sorry,
Fucking
okay? Hey,
barbarian.
I'm sorry. All
I
right?
literally, so he woke up. I couldn't fall asleep because I was so worried he was going to throw up or something. He woke up in the middle of the night, looked at my pillow, and then just started spitting on it. And I'm like, Adam, the garbage can's right next to you. He was like, shakes his head, continues to spit on my pillow. So I grab him by the hair, pull his head up, and then put the trash can right in front of him. He kind of just pushes it away, and so I hold it from falling onto my floor. Kind of hangs his head there, and then he was like, I told him, do you want to go to bed? He said, yeah. So then I move the trash can. He then spits on my pillow again after I move the trash can. And then he looks at me and says, or in his head, I think it must have like processed like a second, like he was saying, oh, I'm supposed to spit in the trash can. So then he like moves to the trash can, makes the motion of spitting and doesn't actually spit, and then puts his head down on the pillow. I'm like, Jesus. So you best believe next morning
I was
started
definitely
cleaning.
sleep.
Drunk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I wasn't awake for that. Obviously, I don't remember it, but I feel like I wasn't. Because I've done that in the past.
Ew.
No, not spitting on pillows.
Oh, okay. I was like, that's gross.
But in the past, with a few people that I've hung out with, I've spent the night at their place.
Mm-hmm.
I will, in my sleep, kind of somehow either get up or look up or say something,
Right.
and then just plop right back down as if I was, or like just
Just
wake
like
up.
a little mini trance.
Yeah, and then go instantly back to sleep.
It's wild.
When I was younger, I had a friend whose dad came in, was checking up on us, and I was already sleeping, and he came
Right.
in to talk to my friend, and then instantly I just raised my head up, stared him dead in the eye, said something, and then just plopped right back down. And he always brings it up. I don't remember exactly what I said,
Jeez.
but it was just something ridiculous. And I've done that a few times. I think sometimes I sleep talk, supposedly, and I heard it's really entertaining.
I could see that.
Did I ever do that last year? I don't
No.
recall.
No, not that I recall.
I did it this year, I think, and my roommate was like, "Bro, what the fuck are you on about?" And I said, "Hey, I can't prevent it. I don't know. What
Right.
happens." But yeah, so I had to wake up the next day, I had to do a study session with some people. That sucked balls. My headache was pretty bad that day.
Mm-hmm.
Now, however, this last night, okay, I went to happy hour at like 3:30 on the dot.
True.
No one was in the bar. I thought it was going to be like a
Naturally.
little busy. I didn't know that it actually didn't start to pick up until about an hour and a half into happy hour, which is surprising because I assumed a lot of people would come when no one's there, and then it would actually start getting busy around 4.
Have you never heard of the term fashionably late?
Yeah, I guess that's fair. I mean, when
Who
people
shows
started
up on
showing
time?
up, yeah, I just didn't want to wait in line. It was a little cold out, so I wanted to get in there, but it was like empty.
Yeah.
So I got 2 blue guys, okay? Started off with 2 blue guys.
Can you explain what a blue guy is for those viewers
So
at home?
blue guys are a mixed drink where it's alcohol, vodka, obviously, and it's an energy drink. It's not called. I think it's called BAM, something like that. It's some blue energy drink that
Oh,
they
okay.
import from somewhere.
Oh.
And it's not the Bang energy drink because
Right.
at first that's what I thought it was, but that's like a pre-workout or something.
Yeah, kind of.
And no, this is BAM or something along those lines. And it's just like a blue raspberry, and it covers the vodka completely. So you can drink these over and over and over, and you're not going to be tasting the vodka.
Correct.
And that's kind of what happened last night. So I started off the night before I went to happy hour.
Mm-hmm.
I started with a tall boy. It was a Seagrams, and it was a spiked Seagrams, so it was like 8% alcohol. And that got me decently buzzed. Not actually like super buzzed, but
Yeah.
I could feel it because I hadn't really eaten anything that day. And when I was at Cam's, I started off with 2 drinks. Then my friends came there.
Right.
I got four more. And then I got, let's see. So I started with 2, then I had 4. Then I bought another 4. And then we were going to head upstairs. So before we did that, I grabbed 1 more, took some pictures with some people. Then we went upstairs. We're upstairs. I bought 4 more. And yeah. See, now this is the problem.
Jesus.
Because I just kept drinking them.
Yeah.
And, it was only like 4:30. And I was really feeling it. So I'm up to 14 now, I think. Or, sorry, 15. Because I had 10 downstairs plus the 1. Then I came up and got 4 more.
God.
Then it took me a while to drink those 4. But one of the people that was with us
Mm-hmm.
he like walked away, and then his drinks were still there, and I think he just forgot they were his or whatever. But I took one of them.
Oh my god.
But so I took one, and he seemed to be fine with it. I
Yeah.
don't know. I don't know.
Yeah.
It was there. I drank it.
Yeah,
It
I mean,
happens.
like, you guys are friends. It's whatever.
And then after the fact, I grabbed 4 more when they left. So I was with like 1 or 2 people,
Jesus.
and I had 20.
What time?
I had
By
20.
what time did you get to 20? You got there at 3:30.
They had already left, and I want to say I think I got it 30 minutes before happy hour ended, which was 7.
So you had 20 in the span of roughly 3.5 hours.
Yeah. But I'd say if you
Jesus.
wanted to consider how much alcohol was in those drinks, it'd probably be about 2/3 of a shot. So they weren't full shots, I'd
They
say.
were close.
Yeah, so about 2/3 maybe.
Yeah.
Because
Still,
obviously
that's a lot.
the cups aren't completely full. There's a ton of ice in there, and they're pouring in the vodka and the mixer at the same time. You're not always going to get consistent 1 shot in each drink.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'd say about 2/3 of a shot in each.
So you had like 13 shots.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
I got destroyed.
Yeah.
And once everyone left, I was just like wandering around. I was messed up. I started texting you,
Yeah, you did.
and I wasn't comprehending that when I was like getting ready to leave, it's only 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
I'm feeling like, dude, it's 2 in the morning. I'm
Not
completely
even close.
shit-faced.
Mm-hmm.
I'm walking around. These people are looking at me because I don't have any friends there anymore.
Right.
I sit down at the bar to grab some cups of water, and I went through like 5 or 6. And
You're welcome.
yeah, because you were texting me with water. I needed water anyway. I knew that.
Yeah.
But
Friendly reminder helps.
yeah, and I was just kind of scared to walk back. I was like, I don't want to get in trouble. So I ended up walking back, thankfully. But I did the dumbest thing. I'm surprised I didn't even lose my phone or my earbuds or
Right.
anything in my wallet, which
Okay.
normally I don't lose
Yeah.
stuff like that, but I was kind of worried that I was going to. So the first thing that I did was I put earbuds in when I was walking back. But because my perception of everything was off, I blasted the music full volume. And I have some Galaxy buds. So those are the ones that go
Oh.
into your ears
Yeah.
in full volume. My ears were ringing after I took them off and got back to my place.
So it didn't even comprehend that they were full volume?
Yeah, I couldn't even understand that. Like, I didn't realize that I was just absolutely destroying my eardrums.
Jesus.
So I got back to my place, and my roommate and his friends were chilling there already. They were getting ready to go back out.
Right.
And I'm, again, taking a few minutes to process, like, what do you mean you guys are going back out? Look at the clock. It's like 8:30 or 9.
Yep.
This is when people start going out for the night. They just
Correct.
finished pre-gaming. They're now going out, and I'm completely dead. So they head out, and I just decide to go get some food because I need something in my system.
Naturally.
And I was scared I was going to puke it up, but I didn't. Now, here's the
good.
worst part about last night.
Okay.
So you saw me today earlier.
Yeah.
I didn't seem bad at all.
No.
I drank a ton of water and whatnot last night.
Right.
The thing is, I had my hangover. It was just at like 2 in the morning.
Oh.
So I had a massive like migraine. and-
Ooh.
They're all like coming back and chilling and talking. And I'm just slumped on my bed like, dude, this sucks. I'm glad I didn't fall asleep
Right.
because I would have wanted to die in the morning. But the thing was I had to stay up later because I couldn't go to sleep. The headache was that bad.
Jesus.
And that was probably the most I've drank. I always say that. I feel like every time I drink, I said, yeah, that was the most I've ever drank before.
And then you just top it every single time.
I can't tell if I drank more this time than I did when we went to Cam's opening night because I drank a lot.
Really?
Yeah, I had a lot that night. I mean, I did throw up that night.
Yeah, but that wasn't even a lot. Like, let's be honest. You had, like, what? 5 blue guys?
Yeah, I had like 5 blue guys, but I
And
also had like
four-
four White Claws or
4
something.
White Claws, yeah.
But
Yeah.
I didn't. And we pre-gamed a little bit, but not too much.
Kind of, yeah.
I don't know. I'm fine now. I just am hungry as
True.
hell because I haven't eaten anything other than some ramen.
I would also like to throw in a quote from Adam from last night.
What? Oh, God.
It says,
I don't know what this is going to say.
"My roommate is concerned for all of his friends, but I know my limit." Good job, buddy. Round of applause, everyone.
Oh, jeez. Did I say that?
Yeah, you did. That's what I was looking for while you were telling your story. Yep.
Oof.
And I was like, wow. And then later on, I think you ended up saying, let's see, something along the lines of...
Well, I said my hands were shaking because I was
Yeah,
scared.
you said that at some point. I was like, Jesus. At another point, you said...
Well, you're the one that wanted to come and see me, and then you're like, nah, I'm not going anymore. I'm not going
I said I
anymore.
might go. I never said I was going.
See, I said I was going to take a few minutes to compose myself, and you said, good call. And I said, please stay on the line with me. And you're like, all right, Lo. And you said, you good lad? And I said, yeah, walking home. Then I sent you some German. I don't know if you understood
Did
that
you?
at all.
When?
So natürlich, or natürlich, whatever. That's of course. That's like the translation. So when you're saying natürlich,
Never
it's,
clocked
it's
that
of
in.
course,
I thought you were just drunk and didn't know how to type anymore. I was like,
what
wow,
would
this
that
guy's-
be?
I don't know.
In
That's why I was
English?
confused. I was like,
Oh.
dang, this guy's really messed up right now.
No, it was German.
God.
Maybe I should do that in the future. Just start saying stuff in German. You're like, oh, this guy's completely fucked. He doesn't know what's going on.
Bingo.
But no, it was just me getting drunk. Whatever.
Yeah.
I just thought it was a little interesting because I've never had my hangover, I guess, in air quotes, the night that I drank because I got drunk so early. I've never really day drank before.
Right.
So
Day drinking. What a time.
yeah, it's not fun. It's not fun.
False.
I mean, if you do it in moderation and you're being consistent and not just getting plastered within the first 3 hours of
So what?
your afternoon.
So
yeah.
what normal people do?
Nah, people go pretty crazy here, but yeah.
But like,
Yeah, responsible people.
exactly.
Okay? But when the more drinks I get in, the more I want to escalate.
the more irresponsible you become.
I just want to accelerate, yeah.
Yeah.
I just want to accelerate my feeling of being drunk. But we're all good. I didn't throw up or anything. I felt fine this morning, and the only thing I've eaten is some ramen because we went and watched Darwin's game, which is the thing that we should be talking about now. I think we had plenty of time talking about the lame stuff that goes on in our life because the
hate
important
you.
things here are anime.
I hate you.
Am I wrong?
I hate you.
Why do you hate me?
Because I was going to come up with a really sick transition, but then you messed it up by actually making a regular transition.
Oh, what was it? Let's hear it.
Oh, I was going to go like... Adam, hear that?
Yeah?
I think that's a segue.
The segway's at the door?
Yeah, dude.
It's like a transformer. It turned into a humanoid form and knocks on the door. Hey, you guys need me or something? Yeah, what's going on, bro? And then he turns into a Segway. Oh, bet, dude. And then we just and then, oh, we're here, dude.
Hey, Darwin's game.
Okay, so we just watched the 3rd and 4th episode of Darwin's Game.
Correct.
And I thought they were pretty good. I didn't have anything against them. I'm going to say I actually kind of liked them a little bit more than the first 2 episodes.
Really?
Well, actually, it's kind of hard to say because the 3rd one
Dragged.
It was dragging.
It really dragged.
There was a lot of talking. There wasn't enough action for my pea brain.
Yeah. No, I will agree, though, just because, like, there was a lot of explaining that I feel like could have been done through actions instead of just, like, a synopsis of, like, okay, this is what we need to explain to you. And we're kind of like, well, okay, cool. Move the plot along.
Hey, there was a guy with a big machine gun and a cool mask. So, and he's obviously going to be one of the main characters because you see him in the intro.
Yeah, I didn't
Same
clock
with-
that in until, like, I re-saw the intro again.
Yeah, and I was thinking to myself, okay, like, this is a pretty interesting group of people so far that we've met.
Mm-hmm.
And I think there's still, like, 1 or 2 people, because obviously not everyone has come together and completely formed an alliance.
A clan.
Yeah. And it looks like that'll be coming up in the next few episodes.
Yeah.
What is the dub at right now in terms of episodes? Is it at 5 yet or no?
I think it's at 6.
Okay, so we still have 2 more episodes that we can
Yeah.
talk about the next time. Now, I will say, okay,
Yeah.
and you totally agree with me, in the
Correct.
4th episode, see, we said we were going to remember the name of the main character, and I already forgot.
Yeah, no clue.
It starts with an N. Naomi?
Nagami?
No, it's not. That just reminds me of Light Yagami.
Yeah, I
No,
know. Naofumi?
it starts with an N.
I feel like it's Naofumi.
No, it's not.
No? I'm thinking of a
It's
different
definitely
anime
not.
then.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, God.
Why do I always forget? Darwin's Game character. I'm sorry about this, guys.
We literally do this every episode.
Darwin's Game protagonist.
Noragami? No, that's an
No,
anime.
it's.
Naguto?
Oh my gosh! Why can't I just say the name? It's like now I gotta scroll down. This is annoying. Okay, here it is. Kaname.
Kaname. It starts with a K. Starts with an N, guys.
No, I swear it started
Just
with an N.
kidding.
I swear it started with an
Nah.
N. Okay, so
Wait, what was it?
Kaname.
Kaname. Got it.
So
I'll forget
these
in, like, 2
episodes were
minutes.
focused on Kaname. They just started the battle royale with a bunch
rings.
of other players and the
Yeah.
rings. So there's 300 players and 300 rings.
Correct.
And you're supposed to at least get 3, and they all have different values to them, and they're worth a ton of actual currency,
Yeah.
which is ridiculous. And we're starting to get a little more behind the scenes on what the game's all about.
Yeah.
And I've had some conspiracies about this because I don't know anything about the manga, and obviously
Neither do
anyone, because I was thinking this to myself, we can talk about the show obviously and how
Right.
interesting it is because we don't have any insight about the manga.
Correct.
But if we really wanted to know the answers, we could look it up.
Oh,
But
absolutely.
I don't want to do that.
Oh, I agree.
It's kind of different than like a TV show where there's no source material. It's just a weekly show.
Yeah. Like here, there's an ongoing plot with like somewhere to draw from.
It's just being animated.
But yeah, would you like to share your conspiracy? Because like when you said it, I didn't even think that was a possibility, and then I was like, wait a minute, this could be a real thing.
So I was taking note for at least his ability on the first hand. So everyone
Yeah.
seems to they kind of harped on the name of the ability for what's her name, Shuka. Is that what?
Yeah.
Is that what? Okay. So Shuka has an ability that allows her to like see a few seconds into the future.
Correct. Laplace
And-
is something.
Yeah, which is a mathematician, and she seemed to have a pretty good reason on why her ability was named that.
Mhm.
And his ability is just, I think, error or something like that.
Yeah,
it doesn't
like
have
it
a
doesn't have a
description.
name, so
So-
it's unknown.
Because all this is happening digitally, I almost feel like they live in a simulation or on a different planet or something.
Yeah.
So their lives were meaningless in the first place. But it's kind of confusing because we get this behind the scenes kind of Hunger Games-esque group of people watching
way
all
to put
these
it.
plebs kill each other. And obviously something's up with the people because normal humans were instantly programmed to just walk away the instant the game started.
Yeah, which I thought it'd just be like plot convenience, but if you put it in a scenario where they're in a different planet or they're in a simulation, like that would make sense, and it's easier to program people to just walk away.
But then why, for example, would... See, it's hard to say because I'm confused. It seemed like they purposely had the people leave so you didn't have to deal with civilians noticing all these people dying.
Yeah.
But then how in the first or second episode did Kaname get lucky enough for a person to come in and run that dude over when he was invisible?
Yeah. So, and then the cop in the first episode.
Well, the cop in the first episode just got killed, right?
Exactly, but that's what I'm saying. Like he was willing to like help this guy out, even though they were in the middle of a match. Additionally, there was like no investigation. Like, oh, a cop just got killed.
Well, maybe it's just because the event is
Right.
happening, so the event somehow just turns people completely off, and because it's such a large-scale battle,
Mhm.
Which I'm really excited to see how this battle plays out. I think it's interesting, and now they have to start fighting off this 8 clan or whatever.
Yeah,
these
the
group of
leader.
people. Yeah,
Yeah.
which is, I don't know how long this show's supposed to be. Is this supposed to be like a 24-episode
No,
show,
this will probably
multiple season show?
probably multiple seasons, up to 12 episodes for season 1. But yeah, it's interesting right now. Something else that I noticed was that I think we have a good understanding of what
Kaname.
Kaname, that's Kaname's ability is with he has to touch a weapon in order for him to recreate
Well, it doesn't
it.
have to be a weapon
Or
because he
the
clearly did it with the
material.
pen.
That's true. So I guess it's not a weapon. Just if he touches something, then
He's
he
trying
can
not to make it
recreate
obvious what his ability is to the girl, because he just kind of made a comment that, I think she was asking him, "Oh, you can just make whatever weapon you've seen,"
Right.
and she was thinking he could make a chainsaw, and he was like, "Oh, it's not that convenient," but I think it is, and he was just BSing her because he doesn't want to give her his information.
Well, no, because all of the things he's summoned, he's had contact with
Yeah, that we've seen.
that we've seen.
But then we get that scene where he now has some like ability to understand the ins and outs of everything that he makes.
Yeah.
So he can make it in a different way and modify it himself when he creates it.
Yeah, to like amplify, like in the last scene we saw at of episode 4, he amplified the bullets so that they had like 10% more power.
Well, what he did was he like cut back. So he produces something with his hands, and he decides to cut back on some of the
Lifespan. quote unquote.
lifespan. Which I'm assuming, does that mean how long the
I think it's
item
like
that
durability.
Yeah. See, I couldn't tell if it was durability or if it meant that his stuff goes away if he doesn't use it for a while or something. Or can he just have anything and then just that's it? He now has that item.
I think that's it, because we have yet to see like something disappear in his hand. So
I just think it's such a weird way. I wouldn't describe lifespan. I would say I have to cut down on the durability of the weapon.
Yeah.
Because lifespan makes it sound like it will disappear after 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Like that's how long he can get it to stay, and then it'll just like pixelate out.
Yeah, like in Minecraft when you have like a sword and it's like, okay, the little green bar at the bottom, it's like after so many uses, like it's gonna go away or it's gonna break. I think it's probably in reference to that.
So still not sure about that. Obviously, anyone that reads the manga will instantly know like what his ability is.
Absolutely.
I want to say that. I mean, that's pretty powerful. The fact that he can now modify it.
Oh, absolutely.
So he modified it and changed its durability, so that he could increase the amount of bullets he could make. Or did I not understand that properly?
Wait, say that again then?
So he seemed like he could only make something so big because he said he reduced the durability of the weapon so that he could increase the power of the bullets. Because at first I thought they were armor-piercing bullets, but they didn't make it sound like they were armor-piercing bullets. They made it sound like he did something to the weapon, modified it. I think actually what it is, he modified the weapon so that it's not going to be as durable.
Right.
But it allows the bullets to come out at a faster speed or with more power, which will eventually make the gun break faster or not function. So a normal weapon you could probably use over and over and over. It's fine. But because he changed some of the blueprints of the gun, it's not a fully functioning weapon. It's a weapon that will get destroyed earlier, but it puts out more power.
Exactly. Yeah, I think that's essentially what he was trying to do.
I'm trying to think of how good that ability can be. So he has a grenade. He could alter it so it has... Like, he can now practically change the blueprint of any, so far that we know, weapon, but again, he did it to the pen.
Yeah.
So that's really interesting. I don't know.
Well, he is the protagonist, so naturally he's going to have the most powerful.
Yeah, it's going to be overpowered, and we're going to start seeing more and more powerful people. Because the instant we saw the florist, I realized, okay, you're not some pathetic loser who has a dumb ability like that moron outside. Well, yeah, his friend who, I can see people's
life energy.
Yeah, their life energy.
Yeah.
And the other guy who we saw a brief second of that got killed, because there was a bunch of just casual people that got killed by the girl.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
And what his ability was, I can move these arrows.
He can redirect projectiles.
Whoa, wow, dude. How niche and specific and stupid.
I mean, I feel like if you had like a gun, like being able to train yourself to like change the movement of bullets, like if you're fighting someone who's shooting at you a gun, being able to change the projectile of bullets, I feel like they all can be powerful if you develop enough time to think about innovative ways to use it. But if you use it in the most simplistic way, then you're done. Game one. So it's kind of like...
That's fair. I do like it, though. It's very similar to, Stan's from JoJo. I'm sorry I'm bringing up JoJo's again, but it's just like that. You have your own ability, which I think is cool.
Well, I feel like
it's
like
different abilities.
Most like a lot of anime. Like My Hero Academia, it's like how innovative can you use your quirk.
Your quirk.
In this case, it's the sigil.
I keep doing that. Again, I'm sorry. It's just because it's the most relevant thing in my mind. JoJo's isn't special anyway. Like, I mean, it's been going on for a long time, but so is other anime and manga. So it's not an exclusive idea that everyone else copies from JoJo's. It's just in my mind currently. Because you're totally right. My Hero, everyone's got their own ability. It's the same shit.
Exactly. But yeah, I'm trying to... in my head for a couple of days, I've tried to figure out how using life energy would be useful. The only way I could see that being like actually like viable is if you strictly fought at night or like in the dark.
Yeah, I guess.
Like that would be the only way that item is useful, or
Or
if you figured out some way to consistently blind your opponent.
Did he know if he could see? Do we know if he could see people through walls or no?
I believe so, because he was hiding behind a bunch of cars and he saw his friend running away, so I
Okay.
assume you could see. So that's another thing, like wall hacks.
I mean, obviously, some people have better sigils than others.
Oh, absolutely.
Because the dude can manipulate plants and then also take people hostage and make them mini zombies.
Yeah.
That's pretty powerful. And he can make this
Absolutely.
whole suit of armor, which was so weird because the way his mask was opening up, it
Mhm.
looked electronic.
Oh,
it was
yeah.
like opening, and I'm sitting there thinking, I thought this was all plants. So this just seems too convenient. And then his eye turns purple. I was like, okay, what's going on?
True.
But
What was the main character's first name again?
Kaname.
Kaname.
I won't forget it now.
Okay.
Now I know it's Kaname.
Gotcha.
I don't
No,
remember the other
I will
characters'
genuinely
names.
consistently forget. That's the one thing I hate about watching anime, is that because I'm not familiar with like these names because they're not typical U.S.
Yeah,
names.
yeah.
I forget them all the time. So whenever like the plot is dependent on recognizing someone's name or describing someone based on their name, I kind of just look at myself and I'm like, who is that again? And then I just hope that I can figure it out later based on who's not present in the plot.
That happens with me all the time when I watch. I sit there and think, why are these people's names are insane? I would never remember this.
Yeah.
But thankfully, they usually make the main character a pretty understandable name that you'll remember that has some sort of good enough English translation, or because I don't know if they kind of have to change the name
I think
to something
that'd be
English.
interesting to know.
I'm not sure
Yeah.
exactly, but I will forget a ton of characters' names because their names are just so ridiculous. You would never name someone like that
Yeah.
if they were just. If I had a kid, I wouldn't name my kids some of these names. Of course, I'd name them Lloyd or Phil.
You say Lloyd.
Dude, that's that's what I want to name my son, Lloyd. It's such a good name,
I don't know.
I don't know
It's an
any
interesting
Lloyds.
name. I agree.
and it's a character in Code Geass,
Yeah.
who
no,
I think is a cool character in that
fair
show.
enough. But I was gonna say something about the names.
Well,
No.
you were just saying that you keep forgetting the names, and you're
Oh
probably
no,
going
I
to
thought it was
continuously.
absurd that Kaname did not get killed within the first instant of interacting with the florist.
Oh, absolutely, that was complete bullshit.
Yep, he should be dead 100%.
No. Okay, I get it. You got to be a little obscene. These people are flying back, hitting walls. They get up. They get up because they're the main character, right?
Right.
But this is complete BS. Okay, first of all, he's got this huge. It's like a light machine gun,
Yeah.
and first of all, no recoil, no nothing, whatever.
Yeah.
I
It's like,
can
okay. Yeah.
pass it off. Fine, it's a show. Who cares? Okay, so this guy's got this pretty ridiculous like mech suit armor
Basically.
out of plants.
Yes.
It's pretty strong. He's got a point, Plants make their way through concrete and whatnot.
Mhm.
So that justified him beating the shit out of these pillars in the ground and making huge holes and having concrete and all this stuff fly around.
Exactly.
Damn, this shit's powerful.
Yeah. He even made a whole monologue saying how plants could go through
the concrete, yeah.
So we're like, okay.
So okay, that's believable. Whatever. It's obviously a show. It can be a little crazy, wacky.
yeah.
Guns are popping out of people's hands. Okay,
Exactly.
Whatever. But I'm sorry. You draw the line when he gets a full-on punch hit on his side. Okay.
No, in his stomach.
Oh, yeah,
like, that
on
was
his stomach.
directly in his stomach, like right where
A punch
his
that
abs
should have
are.
gone through him.
Oh, absolutely.
Hits him. He flies back, hits doors, opens the doors, then slams into a concrete wall, and it makes a huge impact on the
Absolutely.
wall.
No.
And then
No. He then stood up.
He
and
stands up instantly
Yep.
and starts shooting the LMG.
Mhm.
No, nothing like, oh man, I'm really hurt. I can barely do this. Just like normal.
No, just
No broken
I'm
bones.
tired, and it's not even because of the fight. It's because I keep summoning weapons, and it's like, really? That's why you're tired?
There's no way. There's no way he lived that.
And then he got punched again, and then he got slammed, dented the brick wall, concrete wall.
Well, I thought that's. Oh.
No,
wait.
there was 2 instances where he got punched. The first one he went flying into like the little church room. The second one he got punched and then he hit the wall.
Oh, okay. I
That's
kind
what
of
created
mixed
the
those two
distance.
together. Where he
No.
flew
So exactly. So he got hit twice.
and he
Perfectly
slammed into
fine.
a wall once.
Not once did he spit up blood. I'm calling bull.
Oh, absolutely. That was the thickest plot armor I have seen in a while.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I've seen some pretty thick plot armor. Okay,
Yeah.
just That's bullshit. Oh, it looks like they should be dying because there's a huge gaping hole in their arm. They're patched up the next day.
Yeah, it's like, whatever, I'm fine.
12 hours later, they're completely fine.
Yep.
Whatever. That's
Probably
stupid.
sleeping next to a naked girl, but.
Oh my god. For that first episode was
Episode 2.
or episode 2, yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, that just kind of totally, because it's fine to have some plot armor,
Yeah.
but that
Make it
that
realistic.
totally brought me out of it. I
Yeah.
just said, okay, this is stupid. He's obviously going to win every encounter as the
Protagonist.
passive character
Yeah.
who doesn't want to kill anyone. He's going to team up with all these people. It's going to be this bad organization. Maybe I'm predicting that Shoota girl or whatever,
Yeah.
the analyst, I think she's going to die.
Really?
I think she's going to die eventually because she seems like the really quiet type. You've seen her whole thing. I've gotten really good at running away.
Yeah.
So I feel like something's going to happen where
I think she'll.
she's split between two people and saving, and then maybe she sacrifices herself or something.
No, I think she'll live just because she's close enough to the protagonist to get a bit of plot armor.
I don't know. Someone's going to have to die. A character has to die out of these group of people, and I'm going to say it's her. Because the dude, the machine gun, and the cool-ass mask is not dying, all right?
I
He's
guess
too
we'll
cool.
find out.
He's
Well,
too-
yeah, because yeah.
We don't know what his sigil is either. He just has a gun.
Yeah, that's all we've seen so far.
See, maybe his sigil has something to do with his...
Armor?
I was going to say he has maybe like a tracking... No, he doesn't have that.
Mm-mm.
Because he's got the mask on, which I feel like is he just doesn't want to show his
He has
face,
a lot
obviously.
of armor, so that could be indicative of.
Kinda look like
it
a-
has to be like an offensive weapon if he's protecting himself that much. I would
But
assume.
wouldn't he want to use it? He has a gun. It's probably a passive thing.
Yeah.
Something either with his vision or maybe... No,
Maybe
obviously he can't be normal. He has
Yeah.
to have a sigil.
Correct.
So, I don't know. We'll see eventually.
Exactly.
I want to watch more episodes, but this is going to be the show that we're going to talk about on every podcast, or at least once a week, because we want to start releasing them bi-weekly.
Yeah.
And this will be episode 5. Then we're also going to be recording episode 6. Hopefully get the first episode out next week, which would be the week of what is this? Today is the 22nd, so we hope to get our first episode out at the last week of February on the 28th. And then we're not sure exactly when we'll be releasing it. Maybe we'll do Tuesdays and Fridays or Mondays and Fridays.
Yeah, something like that.
Not sure yet. We're still figuring out the details.
Correct.
Um,
And who
But-
knows? We might even start another anime just because, once we get caught up with this one, there won't be much source material.
oh, yeah,
so-
because we'll only have one episode to watch.
Yeah, exactly.
So we'll have another 2 episodes to talk about. I know we didn't really go too much in depth.
Yeah.
Hopefully we'll work on... Well, I want to work on getting more of a structure. So
Correct.
we're talking about maybe a complete overview of the episode, what we did and didn't like. Because,
a couple mini debates maybe about what we saw in the episode. Maybe if we disagree on something.
yeah, we'll see about it. Because we came in here not discussing anything about the episode. So anything that we talk about is our first impressions. We're not
Correct.
reiterating anything to ourselves and being like, oh, yeah, you told me about that earlier. You
Yeah.
didn't know what I thought about it. I didn't know what he thought about it.
Mm-hmm.
So we like the more natural reactions that we get between each other
Yeah.
for these episodes. So hopefully you guys enjoy that as well. But other than that, I think this has been a pretty good episode. We had a little story time at the beginning, and then we talked about Darwin's Game
Game.
again. Do you have anything else you want to say about Darwin's Game? I know I was talking for a lot of that.
Not really. I guess just hopefully this starts to pick up and it becomes a bit more interesting in terms of getting a bit of backstory and understanding of where the app came from. But besides
Yeah,
that,
and, the world building.
yeah, it's enough where I will agree this is one of those animes where I can just sit there, turn my brain off, and be like, yeah, I'm entertained.
Well, I have to now. Now that I've seen this guy fly through doors and hit concrete and get up normally and shoot an LMG, especially when he increased the rounds.
Yeah.
Made them more powerful, and he's got a line of bullets, and he's just firing down like he's in Vietnam, dude. There's no way you did that after.
I completely
no
agree.
blood, no scars, no cuts, no
Mid
nothing.
fight, yeah, I think I can only use my sigil 1 or 2 more times.
Then he uses
max.
Then he uses 3 or 4.
Yeah, then he makes
A
a
grenade.
a flashbang, and then he modifies his weapon to create a stronger version of his weapon, which is what originally drained him. And now you're like, well, that was a fat lie.
Yeah, whatever. We'll see how it progresses. Hopefully, it was just inconsistencies and super plot armor. Hopefully, it gets a little more, I guess, What's the best word? You use it for My Hero. You say that actions have consequences, I guess. I hope.
Yeah, I hope there's more consequences where you see repercussions.
Yeah,
occur.
repercussions is what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Of. Sorry for the 4 seconds of dead air where I was thinking of the word repercussions.
Yeah, he's a math major. He's a bit slow with words.
Well, I'd say my brain cells they don't grow back, so they're just they're trying to form back together after last night. So
True.
They're still doing call outs. Hey, Frank, dude. Where you at, bro? I'm by myself. Oh, yeah, we're over here, dude. We're looking for a few other people, and they're just like gathering together. They're lonely. Some of them didn't make it back. I don't know.
Okay, I was like,
whatever, dude. Hey, it was a little gag. Stupid comment didn't work out. Okay,
Yeah,
I'm
all
sorry.
right.
It fell flat. All right, you got to try.
Just stop.
All right, I will.
Okay.
Fine. If you don't like my stuff, dude, fuck you. Out of here.
Thank God he finally left. Jesus Christ. Fuck them. Now I need to find a new co-host. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this episode of the Just One More podcast. If you did, we'd appreciate it if you could share with your friends, give us a rating, or leave a comment down below. Any feedback really helps us out. But I think that's it for me. I'm going to go try find where the hell Adam went. So we'll catch you on the next one. Peace. God damn it. Adam! Come back! Can't do this by myself. Fucking tool. Fuck, I'm going to have to remember to cut this out.